Today, my fellow geologists, we are going to be comparing the rocks we find in Minecraft to their real life counterparts. I'm sure you all know that not all blocks in Minecraft are real, but actually, many are. Diorite, granite, iron ore, tuff and many more. And so I wanted to pull a few rocks out of my rock collection and compare them to their Minecraft version. Let's see how accurate the game actually is. Let's kick things off with the biggest rock, the chonky boy, this large piece of hematite, which is essentially iron ore. This rock is actually from a place in Cumbria in the UK, but it's mined commercially all over the world. Visually though, it's probably much closer to the raw iron blocks in Minecraft than the sort of more common iron ore blocks. But in reality, this sample of hematite won't be pure. It'll maybe only contain 50-60% iron, which actually maybe puts it closer to behaviourally like the iron ore blocks that then need to be smelted down to turn into those iron bars. I do like that whenever I show people this rock, they feel slightly compelled to touch or rub the end, so it now has this slightly shinier end to it than the rest of the rock. I think that's probably down to its, frankly, slightly phallic shape. Next up, I want to talk calcite, a block that, well, frankly, isn't actually very useful in Minecraft, and can only really be used as decoration. This was a sample that I actually collected on a trip to the Spanish Pyrenees, but you'll notice that it isn't a whole block of calcite like it is in Minecraft, it's actually part of a mineral vein, with the white inner material being the actual calcite, and the outer material just being the surrounding bedrock. Calcite in Minecraft is actually pretty rare to find, only really being kind of on the edges of amethysts. In real life though, calcite's actually pretty common. It's just calcium carbonate, and it turns up pretty regularly in mineral veins like my sample I've got, and sometimes in bigger blocks as well. Although, interestingly, you'll find that it's actually very soft, only 3 on the most hardness scale, so you can easily scratch it with anything metal. In at number 3, I thought we'd go for something a little bit volcanic. That's right, tuff. Now, I've got to confess to cheating slightly here. My rock isn't actually tuff. It's actually more a pumice or possibly even a scoria that I collected when I went hiking up the volcano Mount Etna. But tuff is actually formed when volcanic ash is, well, it's ejected from an active volcano. It then all starts to deposit together, basically surrounding the volcano in like a layer, and over time all these different particles of ash and other bits of ejected volcanic material start to lithify into one single layer, one single rock, and so tuff is formed. I'm always interested that should it be classified as an igneous rock since it's made of ejected igneous material, or sedimentary since it forms through deposition and lithification? One of life's great mysteries. But we do get it in Minecraft. The game does a reasonable job of representing it, although it's kind of quite hard to show its main properties in game, which is its lightness, as well as it being a fairly soft rock. It does seem to only occur in pretty small patches in game, when in reality it would really occur in very large formations, although actually that's probably true of most of the rocks that we'll be looking at today. A slightly more common rock now, basalt. And when I say more common, I really mean vastly more common. Basalt makes up almost all the Earth's volcanic rock, and so in reality it should be much more common in Minecraft. Yet really you only get it in the nether or formed around amethysts. Basalt in the real world is an extrusive rock, and that means it forms when magma gets basically ejected, and so it cools down very quickly. And essentially in all rock formation, when you cool a magma or a lava quickly, you don't get crystals. They just do not form because it cools down too quickly. When you cool something down slowly, say something like a granite, it will have large crystals because it forms slowly. But when we look at the basalt in Minecraft, it doesn't really look very smooth. It looks more like a darkened version of cobblestone or something, which is incorrect. I think basalt in Minecraft would look a lot better if it looked more like an obsidian, a smoother rock, because that's how basalt should look in reality. Diorite. Yes, for our 5th rock, I thought we could look at a sample of diorite, which, when I first played Minecraft, I was actually really quite surprised to find in the game. But as with many rocks in Minecraft, Diorite doesn't really have any real use, except as a decoration, or you could use it as a building block. The Minecraft version, though, does actually do a pretty good job of resembling the real thing. Diorite is an intrusive igneous rock, and so that means it cools slowly. And now, if you remember back to what I said a few minutes ago, rock that cools slowly have crystals. And that's what we see in both the real-life rock diorite and the actual in-game Minecraft version, which is great. It's nice when they sort of make the Minecraft version look like the real-life version. Interestingly though, diorite is basically the slowly cooled brother of andesite. It's the same rock, but andesite is cooled much more quickly because it's extrusive, and so therefore it doesn't form the crystals, and that's why it's a different rock. I just want to very quickly interject to say this video has taken a YouTube noob like me quite a long time to edit and put together, so if you have enjoyed it, do be sure to go down and smash that subscribe button and let me know what you think in the comments down below, because it does really help the channel and we've got a lot more exciting Minecraft content to come. Last but most certainly not least, we come to granite, perhaps the most well known of the igneous rocks. Adorning kitchen worktops across the land, it is certainly pretty popular. And amazingly, a rock that I didn't actually own. I actually had to go and buy this sample. I'm not sure why I've never collected a sample of granite before. I think it's just so common that I was never really sufficiently interested to bother. Sorry, granite. This sample is actually a biotite granite. And the first and most striking thing you'll notice compared to the Minecraft version of the granite is that the colour is completely different in Minecraft compared to my sample. But actually, that's to be expected. Calling a rock a granite covers quite a large range of rocks. Really, any sort of coarse-grained quartz and feldspar rich rock is a granite, and so the varying individual minerals that are present in different granites will cause them to be, well, different colours, have different crystals, and cooling speed is going to affect crystal size, and so on and so on. One thing I think that Minecraft does do really well though is actually how you find the granite in the game. You seem to encounter these big, vaguely spherical blobs of granite underground, and these represent batholiths, massive igneous intrusions that occur in the real world geology, and so that's great to see in the game. So despite the visual differences between the Minecraft version and my sample, I think granite is actually well represented in Minecraft. Anyway, I think we should end the video here before I get sucked into talking about various forms of granite and bore you all completely to death. That's if you've even made it this far. If so, well done. Hopefully the video has been enjoyable though. Do let me know what you think in the comments down below and subscribe to the channel for lots more Minecraft content. Thanks for watching and I'll see you all on the next one.